Spider-Man 2.
Mm.
Chris, have you played Spider-Man?
I have not. I'm going to now, though. Trust
Bro,
me. I had already been told to by several people, but when I saw the preview for two, I was like, well, gotta catch up now because I'm playing that shit.
the story for Spider-Man, the first one, is so good. And then you need to play Miles Morales after that. But I can let you borrow that one if you want. Actually, I can
Okay.
let you borrow
Thank
both.
you,
I have
sir.
both.
I will not argue. I will not
Um,
argue with not having to spend money.
so there was a lengthy showcase to end the whole showcase, and it was, I don't know, like 13 minutes long or some shit like that. Uh, coming out in fall 2023. Don't have a specific date. Don't even have pre-orders up yet. But Craven the Hunter, was not expecting him to be the main villain. I was expecting Venom, to be honest with you. But here's my thing with Craven the Hunter. I've never been a huge Craven the Hunter fan. I mean, I like him. He's one of the OG Rose Gallery, right? And I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. What they did in this trailer was me becoming a Craven the Hunter fan
Yep.
in the span of
100%.
just a couple of minutes. I was like, this dude looks scary as shit. He is going to wreck Spider-Man's world.
Yep. I see that.
So they've already set the stage that this feels like it's going to be more violent than the first game, which I'm 100% there for. And a lot of things got kind of shown in this trailer and the gameplay trailer. One, we have the symbiote suit, which looks dope. You get to do different abilities with that. It's great. But we also get added gameplay with in more depth with Miles Morales joining the fight. So, Chris, in the first game, this isn't a spoiler. This is honestly it's just it's just a bad part of the game. You play as Mary Jane for a segment in that game, which, by the way, if we don't have a Mary Jane segment in this game, it'll be fucking fantastic.
Okay. That bad, huh? All
How
right.
bad is horrible.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the weaker aspects of the game. You also get a chance to be Miles in that game, not as Spider-Man, but as Miles, and also one of the weakest. It's probably weaker than the Mary Jane segment, honestly. But then you play Miles
Oof.
Morales outside of that, and he's Spider-Man in that game, and that's fucking great. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a 6 hour long game, the Miles
Yeah.
Morales version.
Yep.
But in this one, the new one, in the
Sounds
second
very
one,
interesting.
it looks like, I don't know if they're going to have like timed events where you swap back and forth, or I'm assuming that's the case. But like the chase sequences, you're swinging as Spider-Man, and then all of a sudden it'll make you click over to Miles Morales. That is so fucking cool. I'm trying to think of a game that we have had before where you can just do that like instantly like that.
Just flip flop. Yep.
That's gonna be dope. Gonna be dope. The also added gameplay element is you can make your own tight ropes with webs. That is not something that I knew I wanted, but it's something that I feel like should have been there the entire time.
I was watching that and I was wondering if that was just in the first game or not because they made sure you saw that you could do it like 4 times when they showed the gameplay. So that's like that. I assumed it might be a new thing, but it looked cool as shit.
No, it was
Indeed.
not in the first game.
It was not. Definitely not in the first game.
I saw that. I was like, bro, I didn't
That
know
solves
that's
so
something
many
I wanted.
problems.
Right? I can literally slaughter all these people now.
Right? I could Batman the fuck out of these peoples.
Right. One thing that I loved about the trailer, obviously he has the black suit and it's changing his personality, which is what it should be doing. Hopefully we don't get any fucking dance segments out of it.
Ah!
But
God.
you could tell he had a different voice. He had more anger to his voice. And then there's even a segment where he saves somebody and he just fucking tosses him to the ground. I was like, bro.
How he
That
talks to
is,
Miles was fucking just different too.
yes. And that to me got me super hyped for this fucking game. Just that alone amplified my hype because that is going to bring some great story moments. and it's going to highlight some great aspects of the black suit and just some of my favorite things about Spider-Man in general. The dude doesn't give a fuck. He's just, I'm gonna save your ass, but I don't fucking give a shit about you. I'm just gonna throw you down.
He straight dropped that dude when they landed. That was funny.
And you
You're
see
welcome.
Miles kind of look. Miles is like, God damn.
I mean, I guess he's
savage.
still alive, but
Right? I still saved him.
right.
One other thing that I want to say, and I'll let y'all kind of talk about your stuff. They had a chase sequence towards the end of this trailer where you're chasing the villain, and then it flip flops, and now you're being chased by said villain. Again, I didn't know that's something that I wanted in a game, but that is fucking cool. That is. Look, I'm jerking Spider-Man 2 off. Okay, I completely understand that. But to me, it's just something different that we haven't gotten in a game before, and it definitely adds a little bit of spice to the gameplay. But what do y'all think about Spider-Man 2 other than it looking fucking amazing?
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say because I haven't played the first one yet, but it did look fucking amazing. Again, I am going to just have to figure out a way to, even if I got to put off Horizon in my free time to do it, because I've essentially just given up on trying to get into that game at this point. But I might just play Spider-Man and the Miles game first because I'm so excited for this one. I mean, it just looked awesome.
I like the
Cinematically,
aesthetics.
it looked incredible.
Oh yeah.
So I need to. I love that first Spider-Man game. Love it a lot. I don't think it had like the staying power as some of my top 10. So it's probably like right outside my top 10. But story wise, it's as good as anything in my top 10. Story wise, it is. It is
so good.
So good, sir. I have one little nitpick about the story. One little nitpick, but it doesn't take away from it whatsoever. It's still a fucking amazing story. And I won't share that with you since you're hearing spoilers and whatnot. But yeah. That game, I need to go back into that game and play some and try to get like the platinum or some shit like that and see how I feel about it nowadays. But that game is fucking good, sir. It's good.
Yeah, I like the aesthetics of the new one. How they got the symbiote suit like from the comics, pristine, down to the eyes, the teeth to the eyes, everything. They didn't stray away from, oh, we're gonna make our own fucking spider suit. No. It just kept it just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And just his attitude towards it, his attitude changing is it's definitely a seller for me. Because if you make the story just as good as the first one, but then you're adding all this dynamic to it, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. Just perfect.
I would say play Spider-Man before you play Forbidden West or Horizon, the original.
All day.
Story-wise, story-wise is better than anything in any of those games.
When does 2 come out? I didn't even see the release date.
Fall this year.
Oh, in the fall. All right. Well,
I
probably...
would, and if I had to guess, it's going to be September, October.
November,
I would shoot for October.
Right.
I think the first game came out in
That'll
September.
give me time then.
If I remember correctly, the first game came out in September.
Usually when they say that shit, it's usually November.
I'm 100% going to be playing Tears until Final Fantasy comes out, so I will try to play Spider-Man just immediately on the heels of Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
I'll try to beat the clock.
It's not a long experience, I promise you. Or ways in one.
Wow.
All right, guys.